everyone, it's Exa, and I'm with the amazing Kate Clark from Britax, as well as like 15 of our best friends, right? Like, we just got to do something so incredible. Thank you so much for opening up.
Thank you guys for coming.
Your headquarters. Yeah. This is Britax America's headquarters. This isn't something that most people get to do. I was lucky enough to see the tour last year, and I remember looking at you and being like, we have to let the public in. It's like, we can't do that. We can't do that.
We've never done this.
How are we going to do it? And somehow we got to pull it off. Was it pretty amazing?
Yes. As the car seat tech, or Laura's in the group too, it was like ridiculous. Awesome.
It was pretty amazing. And one of the things that I just so respect about Britax, as well as you personally, is you have such passion for safety. And it's something that's kind of a boring topic, and it's also a really scary topic. Mm-hmm. So you've really been able to bridge that really nicely. And
say thank you.
Well, you know, if you have to talk about it every day, and I mean, these are just these precious lives that you have decided to overprotect. And I loved when you told me that was your new campaign, because it's so true. What is it that you focus on those 4 seconds that you really need this product?
Yeah. People buy a car seat, and it's because typically, A, you heard you needed to get one. B, you liked the fashion. You heard about a brand that you like. But you never, or I'm going to just speak on behalf of a lot of people that have told me this, and maybe you are all different, and the ones listening are different, but I don't think that when you're purchasing a car seat, you're thinking about a crash, right? I think you might think, I want to buy the best seat for protecting my child, but you're not thinking about the actual situation that you might need that car seat. And a car seat's really meant to work one time, that's it. So if you don't have your child in a car seat, that one time could be a very severe outcome. So yeah, safety is our #1 priority. We say it every day.
Yeah, and this is one of the only facilities in America that actually does all the testing in-house. So you don't send your seats off to a lab, you do them every day in the facility.
And if a lab were to ask us, which happens occasionally, to send a couple, actually I think they typically will buy their seats and then we share data. But yeah, they can test our seats. We certify in the house, but we share that information with NHTSA and with Canada anytime that they ask us for our results. Yep.
So this wall.
Oh, this wall. This gets me every time, so I'm going to warn you all. This wall. This is why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do every day. This is why we need to make decisions that we're proud of. Try to get myself together. I swear this is not made up. Parents write to us on emails, they call our customer service, they send us Facebook messages all throughout the year, and you have to take each one of them one by one and kind of put yourself, I'm doing it right now, it happens every single time, but you have to put yourself in the shoes of the parent who just had an incident that you never ever want to put yourself in, and they're thanking us. It's not because we're the safest brand out there. I know a lot of people say that. All car seats are safe. If your car seat is installed correctly, if you pick the right seat that fits your child and it fits your vehicle, you're going to have a safe outcome. Britax goes above and beyond in every way, shape, or form that we can, but when it matters to us. It so matters to us. What I have behind me are stories that we finally decided to share internally. We get so many stories and we don't ever want to commercialize a story because that's just not fair. Like, this is like somebody's like heart and soul being shared with us, and we never want that to be the reason why we're out there saying go buy our brand, go buy Britax. But if you get an up-close shot, you can kind of see why I'm like this.
This
they're
car
happy
over
stories.
Here.
These are happy tears.
This car over here is so mangled and destroyed, I can't even tell what vehicle it was at one point. And you see children that are, they look completely unharmed.
They're usually smiling, they're happy, they're sitting next to their car seat. We have a firefighter in our group right here who probably has been a first responder on a scene. Probably seen many crashes, and I don't know how you do it. I don't know how any of the first responders do it. I would be like this every single time. I swear this is not made up. They make fun of me every day. I do this because I get like this every single time, but it touches me, and I don't know, I can't imagine like being a parent and then, like, I've read the stories where the crash happens. There was a crash that happened a couple years ago, and he looked in the back seat, and the car seat was not in the back seat. the seatbelt was severed and the car seat was ejected, but because the child was buckled into the car seat properly, he survived. He ejected in the car seat through the window and was found in the median in his roundabout car seat. That was like overwhelming to read, and to hear it firsthand from the parent, it was pretty emotional. But the story that, and I'm going to try so hard to get through it without getting like I was in the beginning, it always hits me right away, but the story that we want to tell you today is actually one that we received around Christmas. So, you know, Zach, who works on, you met Zach earlier, he works on the social media, he's like, hey guys, going to Europe, peace out, 2 weeks, maybe out Europe, right? Anna might have been on break, I know I was home in Connecticut visiting family, and so we were, you know, on vacation visiting family, but we were checking social media because we can't turn business off even though we're turned off. So there was a Facebook message that came through. I think I was eating dinner with my mother, and she says, put your, you know, phone away, put your laptop away, we're here, you know. I said, no, I gotta keep checking. And it was this very simple message of just, and I have it right in my pocket. It's just a simple message. It says, Britax saved my son's life last night. I will never be able to thank you enough. My family is safe because of your company standards. I wish I could personally hug every person who works at Britax. When you read something like that and you're not working, you stop everything. And I probably read the message too quickly because all the details in it, I probably should have taken more time and actually given her a better response, but horribly enough, I just said, make sure you replace your car seat, right? I was like, wait, don't use the car seat again. And then I read more of it, and apparently the car that hit her family, the driver did not survive. So there's a layer of that you read, and you're just like, God, like, and I was like, are you okay? Was the child okay? And so there's back and forth emails happening, and we're on December 20th. We're 5 days before Christmas. And I would say flash forward a month later, and I'm not going to share her name because, you know, she was very private with her conversations offline, but I said, do you still have the seat? Like, I've never asked for a car seat back in a crash situation because typically, as you know, probably as a firefighter, their child's either in the seat and they're taken out of the vehicle, and then the seat might get destroyed because God forbid somebody gets their hands on that seat. And she said, actually, I do have the seat. I said, do you think you could send us the seat? I've never been able to tell these stories without the car seat in my possession. And she says, I'm not ready to send the seat. She gave me the background of the story in that she would go out to the garage when she was having her moments where it just was too overwhelming and the flashbacks of the crash were happening. And she said, sometimes I would just go out to the garage and just sit next to the seat and think you, think me, think the brand. And I'm like, I get overwhelmed thinking about it. And so I asked her again a couple weeks later after I had and the story, I know I'm like kind of going on, but it actually gets kind of funny. So we send UPS out, she's ready, she's got the seat boxed up, and UPS picks it up, and I'm tracking it, I'm communicating with her for God forbid if we lose the seat, it means the world to her. And it gets as far as maybe Greenville. I'm like, home free, we got the seat, it's coming. Nope, what happened was that seat went right back to Texas. And I was like, what? And so I was like, how do I tell her that her seat's back? And I'm like, she's not going to let go of the seat now. It wasn't meant to be. We weren't meant to get the seat. So I know I'm trying to get the anticipation, but I've got the seat right here, and I want to actually take the cover off. The seat is in the condition that it was in when she took it, when it was taken out of the car. And I feel like the seat tells the story of what I just shared with you all. And I hope that the folks at home that are watching can appreciate that this mother not only had the right seat, not the brand, the right seat for her size child, she had it installed correctly and it fit the vehicle correctly. So when you have all that, you've got the safest possible situation. So I'm a little messy and I can't believe this is on Facebook Live, but I'm going to unveil it and come around. It's a Marathon Clicktite, also has been chosen by Wirecutter as the best car seat for most, the best convertible car seat for most families. So this is the Britax Marathon Clicktite. It was installed, I think, with seatbelt, where it opens up, but you can see this looks like maybe most of your car seats at home where your child must have just been having dinner before the crash.
You can see the child's fingerprints.
Yeah,
on
there's
the
fingerprints
side,
on the, and the seat
it's-
doesn't look like it was in a crash
No.
because it's still all held together. So
like the crumbs are still there.
yeah,
Which every parent in this room knows.
Yes.
Those crumbs don't leave.
yeah.
And child walked away.
The child walked away. I think she sent me pictures. I actually, for those of you that are offline, I have the pictures in my pocket that I want to share with you all to see how bad this crash was. She was driving a Suburban, and the whole front end of it is completely plowed through. There were airbags off the sides of the vehicles. The inside of the back seat, there was just pieces everywhere. It looked like it was unsurvivable. And the one thing for all of you here and everybody online is that we have a new page on our website. It's called Overprotectors. We're overprotectors at Britax. We know that the group that's here right now, if you're a parent, you're all overprotectors. Anybody who buys a car seat, regardless of the brand, is overprotecting their child, because the other option is to buckle them in the seatbelt or not buckle them in at all, and we see that too. So I'm just going to say thank you all for doing what you do. But anybody at home that has had, or anyone here that has been in a crash, and it's been a Britax seat, we highly encourage you to send us your stories, DM us your stories if you don't feel comfortable with them being public. We've never tried to commercialize a testimonial, and this is our first attempt at bringing something to the public, basically, because it's important. It comes down to just making sure your seat's installed correctly and you're using it correctly, regardless of the brand. I obviously am passionate about Britax, so throw that in there.
I feel like I need to give you a hug. And I like give you a hug because I think that's a cry too.
I got through it. But and I know she's watching. Some mom's watching. So thank you. It's gonna be Ed now.
Yes.
We can end.
All right.
Thank